What motivated the university to start a sitting volleyball session?
Personally, I ran for welfare and EDI officer for volleyball just before summer, and as part of it I wanted to make volleyball more accessible and more inclusive for the students at the university, and one of my ideas was to offer sitting volleyball. So I didn't have any experience in it, so I went and volunteered for the Silver Para Volleyball League, which is where I met the Disability Support Officer, Adam, and I sent him an email a few weeks later, and that was kind of the start of it.
We found the staff to run the sessions by upskilling some current student volunteers. So a couple of members of our volleyball club volunteered to run the sessions, and we put them through a couple of training courses, including Inclusive Activity Programme by Activity Alliance. And we also sent them on the HEVO conference to get used to running a sitting volleyball session.
And we've also provided them with Volleyball England's sitting volleyball resources to make sure that they have a baseline understanding of the sitting game and they can run these sessions effectively.
What would you recommend to other clubs trying to include more sitting volleyball?
I'd recommend to keep it simple at first and try and interweave it into current programmes. We didn't rewrite the book when trying to start our programmes, we just tried to keep it simple and encouraging to students to try something new, no matter if they were going to be good at it or not. And we've also tried to interweave it into the current volleyball club, so not to keep it separate and to interweave it into what we've already got. And tried to upskill our current students to keep it as sustainable as possible, and that's probably the key place where we've learned with this, is to try and keep it sustainable so it's not successful one year and then dies off the next.
So I'd say the biggest challenge was not having the kind of standard sitting volleyball equipment, which we've kind of made do with badminton nets, just putting them a little lower than normal. Also, it's kind of getting people involved in it and kind of defeating the stereotype that it has to be for disabled people, whereas anyone can really take part.
What do you feel students love most about playing sitting volleyball?
For me personally, it's kind of the scrappy nature of it. The rallies are really fast-paced, and it's also it's mixed gender and kind of anyone can take part. If you play volleyball for a long time or are new to it, kind of adding the sitting aspect kind of puts everyone on the same kind of ability level, because it's a lot harder for standing people as well.
What sessions did you first run at the university for sitting volleyball?
So we started off with a staff session to try and get some engagement from our sports staff. We had about 20 staff come to that, and then we ran a student ambassador session where we upskilled our new student ambassadors for the year. There was about 35 of them, and we got really positive feedback, so we thought we should start running it a little bit more frequently. So we started running our Just Play sessions fortnightly, and they are naturally progressing really well, and we've run about 5 so far.
I'm probably most proud of the amount of people who have come out and given their all every week. So we've got a mix of people with disabilities and without disabilities, and everyone's really come together and made it what it is.
I'm proud that there's a lot of regular faces that come, a lot of frequent people that come every week. We do it every 2 weeks, sitting volleyball, and every time similar faces. I know their names, I can talk with them and interact with them. We built a community kind of.
I really like volleyball, so I came to all the volleyball sessions I could, and then I found out about sitting volleyball, and I was like, I'll give that a try. I've seen it before, and at first the first time I came, I was pretty much like, I'll give it a try. Now pretty much every week, it's what I look forward to a lot. I still come every week, and I love it a lot, because one thing I like about it is in normal volleyball you have your systems and stuff, but in this game you really have to know everything. Everyone's a passer, everyone's a setter, everyone's a hitter, everyone's a blocker. So that's kind of cool.
What would you recommend to other clubs trying to include more sitting volleyball into their programmes?
I'd recommend trying to link into local clubs if you have one near you. So we're lucky to have Nottingham Casualties, a sitting volleyball team in Nottingham, and I play for Nottingham Casualties away from work. And it's great to be able to offer that additional opportunity for students to get involved in sitting volleyball away from the university if they want to take it forward.
So our future plans for sitting volleyball at the University of Nottingham is to hopefully introduce this as a weekly session on our Just Play programme and look to integrate it even further into more of our programmes, for example our intramural offer, to try and spread the word as far and wide that it's an inclusive sport by nature, not just for disabled students, and keep breaking down them barriers for all of our students to get involved.
Going forward, what are your future plans for sitting volleyball at the University of Nottingham?
We'd love to host more sitting volleyball activity at the university, host more international tournaments. For example, we hosted the Silver League here at the university. It's great to raise the profile of sitting volleyball and the awareness of the sport. We'd also like to make this a sustainable offer moving forward, so more linking into community clubs to make it sustainable moving forward.
What kind of advice would you give to other universities, other clubs trying to introduce a bit more sitting into their programme?
I'd say make it more frequent and more casual. It doesn't need to be really serious. People can just show up, have fun, play, and like a lot of the people that come to our sessions, they don't really play standing volleyball that much. They just enjoy sitting and having fun. So
I think it's just a really fun environment for people to come, enjoy some sport and enjoy some sport in maybe a way they haven't tried before.